Hey beauties, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV. Today I'll be installing this lace wig today, and today's hair is provided by Tinashe Hair. Now, as you can see in the bottom left of this video, they sent me a 613 bob wig, and this is what the wig looked like fresh out of the box. And I did go ahead and water dye this wig crimson red. I used 2 bottles of that crimson red in some warm water, and I dipped it in there for about 20 minutes, and I went ahead and took it out, shampooed it, conditioned it, and let it air dry. And this was the color result that we got from that really bright red. So off camera, I went ahead and braided her hair down, and I applied her stocking cap, and I used that Ruby Kisses foundation in level 11 using the darker shade, and applied that foundation on the top of the cap and on the side where I'm going to be parting it. And I'm going to take that same foundation and apply it on the inside and the top of her lace. Now, most 613s come with a transparent lace, and this lace is transparent. That's why it has that white color. But once I go ahead and add that foundation in that matches her skin tone, it will blend perfectly. So now that I have all the foundation on there, I'm going to take my beautiful Hustler lace melt adhesive and to begin to apply my layers of that glue. And after each layer has turned clear, you can proceed to add the next layer. And once everything is clear, you can go ahead and begin to pull your lace down into the glue. For today's installation, I did use 4 layers of glue, and now that that glue has turned clear, I'm going to go ahead and pull that lace down into the glue. And the best way to get this melted into place, you just want to have them assist you and hold it down once you have it where it needs to be. And then you can go ahead and pull the other side down as well. Have them hold it, and then begin to blow dry on the heat setting and begin to melt that lace into that glue, and also using your comb to comb that lace into place as well. So now that it is glued into place, I'm going to start by cutting the extra lace from around the ears first, and then I will go on with my scissors and slit the lace. That way I can begin to razor off the remaining of the lace. And I'm just going to do this pretty much one side at a time. Just go ahead and cut each ear and then slit the lace so I can begin to razor everything off. Now, when it comes to transparent lace, when you are using a foundation, you want to use the foundation that's closest to the skin color, because as you can see, as I'm razoring off the extra lace, like, it still look very blended and melted, and it's very realistic. It looks like her real hair has been dyed red. So just be mindful of the color that you use. If you would have went too dark, it would have been a little bit off. So try to find that same person's like perfect skin tone, because you do get the best results when it matches their skin perfectly. As you can see here, it is super blended, and it's going to be melted to perfection. And I'm going to continue to, you know, cut off the extra lace, cut whatever, you know, cut whatever off doesn't need to be there. But if it has to be there, just go ahead and, you know, tack it down using more glue to the places that's still lifting. But I am just amazed on how perfect, like, just really blends with her skin, like it is to the T. And she was actually scared to try this red color, but it looks so good with her complexion, and it was just like the perfect color for her skin tone. And you know, the finishing results of the whole style itself was just amazing. So now that I have everything tacked down, what I'm going to do first before I actually tie down the lace with the melt belt, I'm just going to go ahead and part her hair to the side, get the part where I want it, and then take the wax stick and just apply the wax stick all over the areas that I'm going to hot comb, because while that melt belt is on, I'm going to hot comb the hair on in. So I'm just applying that wax all across the top so I can get the top nice, silky, and straight. And I'm going in between that top layer there so it can really lay flat. And then I'm going to pull the baby hair section out once again, and then spray the hairline with that holding spray and tie it down with the melt belt as I hot comb the top and work on, you know, the style in the meantime. So as you can see, I went ahead and took that time to hot comb and press out the top of the wig, and now it's nice and neat and, you know, sleek. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove that melt belt, and as you can see, it is very, very blended, very, very melted. And for this style today, as you can see, I did like that roller set bob type of look. So right now I'm just sectioning off on the other side of the head that I'm not working on right now. I sectioned off the part that I will use to curl, and right now I'm just combing everything into place that I will use as the bob area. I'm just so in love with this color. Like, this color looks so good, guys. But now it's time to get into cutting the bob. I'm gonna first go in with my razor comb and just kind of razor off the guideline. I'm actually going to turn her some more so you guys can see more clearly what I am doing. But right now I'm just razoring off the guideline to at least where I want the bob to, you know, stop at. And I'm just going to go around and just cut everything except for that section that I pulled forward. I'm not going to touch any of that extra section. I'm just going to work on the back and the side where the regular bob look will be, and everything else that's left alone on the other side will be curled. So I'm just going to continue to razor comb, and then I'm going to go in with some really good sharp scissors and begin to evenly cut across that same area where I just razored off to get that nice straight look. So I razored it off to, you know, make it easier, and then now I'm just going to go in with my scissors, and it's just all about having a good eye and just being patient and taking your, you know, time to get you a nice, clean, precise cut. And you know, you just cut that straight across, and you know, if you feel like it's uneven, you know, go back in. But if you just really take your time and follow the same guideline where you started from, then your bob cut should come out nice and clean as this did here. But we're not done cutting as of yet, because now I'm gonna go in and just begin to bump you know, this wig. And I will have to go in once again and, you know, clean up the cut as well, because, you know, once you bump it, you know, some hairs might kind of get, you know, out of whack. But I always cut first, then I bump, and then I go back in and clean the cut out if, you know, it's needed. And I did go ahead and sew the wig down in the back off camera. So I know you probably guys like, what do you do to the back? I did go ahead and sew that down while I was letting that melt belt sit in a little bit more. So yeah. But right now I'm using my Remington flat iron. I believe it's the thick one. I don't know how many inches it is exactly, but it is the wide one. I love to use this type of flat iron when I'm curling bobs, because you can use the smaller one, but the thicker ones, it really gives you that nice soft bump without you having to worry about over bumping your bob like too hard. So that's why I like to use the bigger flat irons. And plus, you know, it catches more hair in one stroke. So that's why I really like to use that as well. So yeah, this flat iron is only about $35, and I got it from Walmart. Okay, guys, don't sleep on Walmart flat irons. Like, it's all about the brand, and this is a really good brand. I love the Infinity Pros, and I love the Remington flat irons. Like, they work so good, and they're under $40. You can't beat that. But I'm going to continue to you know, bump this bob until I have all of the hair that I just cut for this section bumped, and then I will show you how I go back in and clean it up before I proceed on with the next side. And this is what I meant by you will have to go back and, you know, clean the cut again, because after you bump, some hairs may be all out of whack. So I'm just going to go back in with my scissors once again and just cut off those little hanging flyaway pieces off the bottom. And you will still get that really neat bob cut. Just make sure they have their hair tilted so you catch all the hairs. And as you can see, this bob is looking so good already, and it's not even complete. I love clean cut bobs. Like, one thing that really irritates me, a bob that is not cut right, like you can really tell, and it really annoys you as a hairstylist, and you just be looking at it like, girl, I'm gonna fix that for you. But just take your time, and with patience, your cutting techniques will get cleaner and sharper. So yeah, now that that's complete, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly swoop the 2 baby hairs on this side. And I did that using holding spray. I really would have preferred mousse, but yeah, I ran out and the hair stores are closed. So, you know, I got to just improvise. So I'm just using some Tresemme holding spray and, you know, blow drying that on a heat setting and doing the same thing for the little sideburn. And then I will go ahead and focus on the curling technique for the other side. So now I'm just going to take my Marcel curling iron. Everything that I did not cut on this side, I'm just going to go ahead and curl it going backwards. After each curl, I am going to spray a little holding spray and squeeze the curl and drop it. So I'm not cutting anything as of yet. I'm just taking that Marcel iron and going piece by piece and just curling everything in a direction that I want it to fall. And I'm just repeating the same steps over and over, but the closer I get towards the top, I'm grabbing smaller sections just to make sure all of that, as you know, has been curled good. So I'm just going to curl everything back and, you know, still using that holding spray. And then once everything is curled, I will go in with the big wide tooth comb and begin to comb and shape everything into place. And pretty much with this style, you have to just keep combing and combing until you get that desired look. And I will go in with the razor just a little bit and razor some down. But you know, you just really have to play with the curl because the curl is tight, it's fresh. And I did want a looser look, so that's why I kept combing and combing and combing and combing. And then when I got the hair to fall how I wanted to fall, I just took some holding spray and, you know, sprayed it so it can lay how I want it to lay. And, you know, the final thing for me, you know, to do is just go ahead and conceal that part up using the same foundation color. I do have red spray, but I did not use any red spray because I just didn't feel like it was necessary with this look. So I'm just taking a little bit of oil and, you know, touching it. What the hell? Applying it on her hair, and I'm just going to take the same foundation that I use underneath her lace and just clean her part up with it to make it more vibrant and, you know, more natural looking. Like I mentioned, I do have red spray, but I didn't feel like it was necessary with this look. I just really wanted to widen up that part and make it more visible. But that pretty much sums up this tutorial. I'm just going to add a little oil sheen to the top. It is so pretty. The color is so bomb. And I absolutely love Tinashe Hair. So thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification to see my videos.